Meanwhile, in Tupac news,
The shooting of Tupac Shakur once again underscores the violence that has surrounded this man since he shot the superstar.
Four people pulled up, opened fire. Shakur and Knight.
Tupac Shakur was shot several times in the chest. Shakur was pronounced dead.
MAKAVELI in this, Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me?
I have love for Tupac. Why would I shoot Tupac? He ain't did nothing to me.
Stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Big and Pac showed me I gotta pop my test.
Half Dead was holding a deadly grudge against Tupac.
The greatest family. Well, let me show you how it affects our whole community.
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media. Today, this is part one of a two-part series. Can I call it a series if it's only two parts? Well, it's my channel. Gab makes the rules here, so yes, it is a series. The two-part series I'm working on right now is called Baby Lane or Little Half Dead. Which theory makes the most sense to you? And up the bat first is Little Half Dead. Now, in this series, I'm going to dismiss what I don't think is true, what didn't and doesn't make sense to me. And on the flip side, I'm going to pose some questions to y'all that I think may look a little shady. Now, before I get started with this series, first and foremost, let me be first to say that these things that we talk about on this channel, especially in this series right here, Baby Lane or Little Half Dead, have already been discussed, is up for debate, and there's no way for me or you to prove any of these accusations to be true or false, because right now, yes, they are just accusations. That's my disclaimer. I'm not here to say somebody's guilty or not. I'm going to look at the theory and the questions that have already been publicly asked. So we all know the backstory. I'm not going to focus on who put these accusations out there, who wants credit for it, or who brought it to the forefront. Let's just look at the pure accusations between these two men, Little Half Dead and Orlando Anderson. With Little Half Dead, the backstory to him is that he gave Tupac a demo tape that featured the hit song Brenda's Got a Baby that he allegedly claims Tupac stole from him. And that was the driving motive for Half Dead to perpetrate murder. That's what they try to say, right? Him, along with the Patton brothers, came up with a scheme to catch not only Tupac, but Suge Knight as well on that strip in Las Vegas. Well, that story never flew with me, first of all. It never flew with me because I don't believe Tupac would steal raps from anybody, especially Little Half Dead. Little Half Dead went on A&E. He said that he wouldn't never do anything like that. Tupac was out before him. Now, even if the accusation of murder wasn't in question, if you felt like somebody wronged you, he could have said, yeah, he did steal my song, but I didn't do this to him, right? Well, he said, no, I ain't never write Brenda's Got a Baby. You crazy?
Supposedly, Brenda's Got a Baby. And when Brenda's Got a Baby came out, I wasn't even in the music industry.
And then you had Money B on the same program and he's, with Ben Crump trying to solve Tupac's murder, say that he was there when Tupac recorded the song, and, that notion is totally false.
Pac recorded that song in 1990, and none of those guys were even out.
Tupac said it himself where he got the idea for the song from a New York newspaper, So, I mean, let's dispel that right there.
When I was doing the movie Juice, and it was this story. It started out to be this.
The second notion is that Tupac was already having problems with Little Half Dead's cousin, who just happens to be Snoop Doggy Dogg. It's been well publicized and well documented that Snoop Dogg and Tupac had a fallout because Snoop Dogg's willingness to side with Biggie and Puff Daddy over Death Row and Tupac in so many words, and not, be part or participate in the beef between the two record labels and the two coasts, one being the East, one being the West. Snoop Dogg wanted to stay neutral and declared his friendship openly for Puff Daddy and Biggie. Yes, Tupac had a problem with that, and he let that be known. So, of course, you had friction between the two camps. The Dog Pound and the Outlaws even stopped speaking to each other over this, line that was drawn between the sand. So once again, all these things come into play when people bring up the theory of Little Half Dead and a conspiracy to, assassinate Tupac. But the problem with that theory, in my eyes, once again, why would Snoop Dogg go get his rapping cousin? If Snoop Dogg, is, from the LBC and he repping the blue, why get your cousin, a rapper of all people? I'm sure he knew more heinous people than that. That just never made sense to me. That theory never made sense to me. And when Little Half Dead said, he didn't record the song, he never tried to say he recorded the song, to me it just threw that whole notion out the window. Now, this whole theory and all these accusations come from the confession letter. There was a confession letter that went against all conventional wisdom and everything we've learned so far about the Tupac murder case, from the suspects being different, from the motive being different, even down to the make and model of the vehicle. So, this is a whole different alternative, scenario revolving around what happened to Tupac Shakur in September 1996. I don't know. Me personally, I don't buy this particular theory. But on the flip side, it's something very serious that you cannot take lightly, and you have to look at with some skepticism. Little Half Dead's album cover, he never gave me a good explanation for that. I heard somebody say that Half Dead said that his artists from the graphic arts department picked pictures at random for his album cover. But that's not a good look. And that's an even poor excuse that he gave. If that's his excuse, that's a very bad one. Oh yeah. Anybody with a good pair of eyes and an active imagination can tell that yes, that's the likeness of Tupac Shakur and my man Yak from the Outlaws, who both were shot and killed in 1996. That's a heck of a thing to have on your album cover. He's got, you can tell it's Can-Am Studio. from the brown paneling on the wall. Got Tupac in the white shirt, slumped over, looked like the mixing console. And right beside him, you got Gaddafi with a headshot. Cornrows and all. You know, it's funny to hear Half Dead say he had love for Tupac.
I had love for Tupac. Why would I shoot Tupac?
If you had love for Tupac, there's no way you let that album cover slide. No way you let it come through. Even if you didn't pick the pictures, once you saw that, there's no way you approved that. You would have told that artist to go back to the drawing board and give you another album cover because you don't even want to insinuate. You don't like the message it's conveying. Nah, I'm not touching that. So, was that album cover in poor taste? Absolutely. Is Half Dead excuse, you know, for why the album cover look like it does? Is it a poor excuse? Absolutely. But do I believe the little Half Dead did what these set of allegations accused him of? I can't say wholeheartedly that yes, I agree. Now, I know a lot of you out there do agree, and I want to hear why. I want to hear why you think without a shadow of a doubt that Half Dead did what these allegations said he did. Because I don't see that. But on the flip side, nobody can explain to me why that album cover is what it is. You got a dead Pac and a dead Yak, and you got Half Dead as the Terminator. I need you guys to share and like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to MAKAVELI Media. I'm your homie Gab. It's been a pleasure as always, y'all. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.
This belly's getting bigger, but no one seems to notice any change in her figure.